Okay, so this is Summer, and I just got done Skyping a friend, and I thought it'd be fun to do a little thing on Facebook about the 5 random things about me, or 25 random things about me. Um, I've written a lot of these, but I thought I'll just kind of do one right now, and I'll do the 5 one just to make it really short. So here we go. Number 5 random fact about me is I'm reading The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath, and I read it in high school, but I don't know, I think when you read books in high school, you're kind of just like, I'm going to read it, I'm going to like think about it, and I'm going to like write the essays and do the vocab about it, but I'm not really going to like understand. And I really didn't understand The Bell Jar before in high school, because I was like in 9th or 10th grade, and I hadn't come into these circumstances that Plath was talking about. But now I just feel like I have a really good connection with her, which kind of scares me because she's very like mentally unstable in the book. But I can honestly understand where she's coming from in that situation. She's very talented, motivated, bright, and she is expected, to live in this society where everything is served for guys, for men. And I know that it's not always like, or it's not like this completely right now, but I still feel that there is that pressure for girls today to just be really, really good at everything, but in the end be that arrow where it shoots off from, not that straight arrow that she's talking about. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but she does describe an arrow where guys have like one arrow that just keeps going, and women are just the arrows to shoot off from. Okay, so I'm reading that, really enjoying it. Fact number 2, I love bookstores and coffee shops. I could seriously spend a whole day locked in a bookstore or in a library even. I love picking up random magazines and reading them. I actually enjoy reading more nonfiction than fiction, just because it's just more interesting. Magazine article, journal articles too, because I have a short attention span, so I can just read, something 3-4 pages and be done with it. I really like the magazine Psychology Today. I think it's really interesting to learn about just kind of like the way our mind works and stuff in certain situations. Love reading Time, Money Magazine, Forbes, U.S. News. I've tried reading The Economist, but to be honest, it's very erudite. It's very dense sometimes. So when I'm not in the academic mood, like right now, I don't want to pick that much up. And I also, just for laughs and giggles, like to read Cosmo. But I don't like to read too much of the fashion girly magazines because they make me sad after a while for some reason. I think it's really because these magazines say the same exact thing over and over and over again, which is basically how to be perfect in a society where you can't be perfect. And it's really sad seeing how they offer all these tips, like 500 ways to get the best body, or the best skincare products under $1,000 or whatever, but nobody can achieve that. And no matter what advice they give, no matter what expensive products they suggest, nobody's ever going to achieve that. So it makes me sad when I read too much of that. I don't even know what that tip that was. Like number 2. Tip number 3 is I think I am addicted to caffeine. I think in school I would have a cup of coffee every morning. I'd have it always before I went to class, or else I wouldn't be able to focus. I'd always have it before I studied. I'd have it before I went to the gym. Apparently drinking a cup of coffee before you hit the gym, like 15 to 20 minutes before you hit the gym, actually helps you burn more calories. It helps you stay there longer and just run longer. So I definitely noticed that effect, and I always have coffee before I go to the gym. But yeah, I just have coffee all the time, so it's not really good. But I have been drinking a lot of tea. I love Earl Grey. especially with like some cream and sugar. Oh, it's amazing. I also drink a lot of green tea, so I'm a big tea fanatic. I'm trying to cut down on the coffee, so get me tea. Oh, fact number 4 is I collect perfumes, and I'm really obsessed with them. I don't know, just something I really like collecting. I've actually studied it, or not studied it, but I've actually like checked out huge textbooks, like really thick textbooks about perfume and like the chemicals that go in, the substances that go in, you know, what the notes are, the history of perfumes, and like what the classics are and everything. And I wish I could like have a great collection, but they're so expensive. I would love to get a little thing of Joy perfume. It's by Jean Patou, I think. And it's the perfume Jackie Kennedy like made famous, and apparently there's about, I don't know, like 25,000 roses that go into like 1 ounce of it. I'm not sure, but it's incredibly expensive. So I also want to get Tweed Spring Flower, not Tweed, Creed Spring Flower, because that's the perfume Audrey Hepburn wore. Right now I have a lot of like just mini perfumes and samples, and you know, some full size bottle ones, but I definitely like to grow my collection. So that's number 4. And number 5 is I'm kind of a boring person. I guess I'm very like honest, so it kind of takes people by surprise, I think, because they see me as like, oh, a girl, and like she's probably really sweet and gentle and kind, but not necessarily. I don't know, I just feel like for me, I would rather live a truth than live in some big lie. And because I love my friends and my family, I'm going to tell them the truth. And I have definitely toned it down, because I know the truth is not best for everybody, because some people would rather be happy and live a lie than just face the truth and try to change, you know, whatever they need to change. So I've definitely tried to tone that down and kind of figure out, okay, who wants to hear what I actually think, and who wants to hear what they want to hear. But so if you're looking for an honest opinion on something, definitely come to me. If you're looking for someone to soothe your ego and, you know, comfort you and nurture you, I would suggest probably going to someone else. Although if I really do believe that, like, that I'm like that nurturing and soothing and comforting will help you, then I'm going to do that. But if I don't think so, then I'm not going to. Like, for example, like just a really basic example, let's say that you wore this really hideous dress to a dance, and people teased you about it, and you come back crying to me, you know, saying how like people were teasing you about your ugly dress. I would be like, okay, it's ugly, throw it out and get on with your life. You know, I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's okay, that dress is beautiful, I liked it, regardless of what anyone else said, even though it's clear that it's hideous. You know, I really see no point in telling someone something that isn't going to help them, you know, in the future. So, like, if I tell you the dress is beautiful and you're going to keep wearing it, it's not going to help you, only hurt you. I'm just going to rip it off like a band-aid, tell you that you look awful in that dress, tell you to give it away or get it out of you, get it out of your closet, and find something that looks really hot on you. Yeah, I'm just that kind of person. I'm a very honest person. So I definitely need to kind of tweak that a little bit, because I think it's hurt me in a lot of relationships. But yeah, so those are my 5 random facts about me. Thanks for wasting your time. So I guess my 6th random fact is I'm very self-deprecating, but that kind of goes with my honesty things. But I guess I'll have like a more updated 5 random facts about me. Oh, another random fact is I have my own YouTube channel, so I'm starting to get that up. Yeah, but this is just, I guess, like a Facebook thing. Okay, bye!